in the marketing. Now let's jump past the how to get in front of the person and get to the place of once you've gotten in front of the person. One of the most important, well, there are two important things that you need to do when you're marketing to your customers, right? After you've gotten in front of them, the two most important things that you need to do are get their attention, right? Get them to listen to what you're saying and listen to your message. And then secondly, to get them to choose you versus all of your the other options that they have, which include not doing anything, right? So, you know, if right now in this room, if say I can hear a lot of outside noise, this is not my ideal studio, but I can hear a lot of outside noise, but I'm tuning it out, right? I'm going to tune out that noise. But if somebody out there said Frasier, then even though I'm tuning it out, that would penetrate the noise and get to me. And that's kind of what you can do when you're niching, right? You're distilling down you're focusing who you're working with down to the point where you can declare that person. You can announce that this is the person that you work with. I work with recent Scottish immigrant, attorneys. Well, if I'm a recent immigrant Scottish attorney, that's going to be the equivalent of somebody saying Frasier out there. I'm going to hear that, right? So one piece is that you're able to do a tailored, customized message that your audience is actually going to be able to listen to, or that's going to penetrate the noise. Secondly, and this is the most important for so many of these businesses, especially businesses, frankly, where you might end up working with your neighbor or your cousin because they also have a blank, right? They also do loans. They also are a real estate agent. They also are a blank or blank. You need to give your potential customers, your prospective customers, a reason to choose you. And sometimes that's I'm the greatest real estate agent in the world, or I've done this amount of business or whatever. But ideally, you want to give them an excuse that they can take to somebody else, or at least in their head they can rationalize and say, the reason I chose this person is that they are a specialist, right? If I'm getting brain surgery, the fact that my next door neighbor is a doctor, or the fact that I've done my family doctor forever, I've worked with my family doctor forever, is not going to be persuasive enough for me to choose that person for my brain surgery. Why? Because I want to deal with a specialist. I want to deal with somebody who's seen this over and over again, dealt with my issues. And the truth is, most people think that their issues are unique, right? If you're a restaurant owner and you're seeking to get a mortgage, or you're seeking to get a banking loan, or you're seeking to get your restaurant designed, you think that I own a restaurant. This is unique. Well, then if that's the case, if your customers believe that their problems are unique, then why shouldn't you position yourself as somebody who specializes in those types of problems? Because they're going to be more receptive after they've heard you. They're going to be more receptive to your message. So going back to these sort of reasons to niche, right? One is this kind of generic, getting to know who you are is valuable. When we start talking about pricing and we start talking about the value of premium pricing and positioning yourself as premium pricing, you better have a reason that that your customers have to select you as opposed to selecting anybody else, or else you're going to be comparing yourself to other people at their pricing with no reason. You're not giving a customer any reason that they have to select you, right? You're saying, listen, we're all the same. I work harder. I'm more dependable. I go the extra mile. But I haven't given you any reason that I am unique, and yet I'm charging the same amount as everybody else. Or, God forbid, you go with premium pricing without having established your value, and then you're dead in the water because you're really comparing apples and apples. Your apples just cost more. Well, we need to make it so that you're comparing apples and oranges, which is you are a specialist in oranges or what have you.